Today I'm really excited because this material is super interesting and I'm excited to share it with you. Co-creating a new world. How we are co-creating, how we have been always co-creating a new world or our reality at this moment in time. So most of you will know the power of manifestation. So there is, first off, I want to talk about, there are many things that came out, The Secret and all these different people talking about manifestation. And they laid, there is a trap in there, because manifesting is not about, oh, I'm going to manifest, this new red car. I'm going to manifest $1,000 for next week. I am going to manifest so and so. I'm putting this energy, this beautiful, amazing, creative, God-like energy into mundane things, into things that are not helping the world. We can manifest, then why are we not manifesting, free cars for everybody in the world? Why are not we manifesting abundance of food for everybody in the world? Why are we not manifesting equality? Why are all these people sharing about the power of manifestation, but from an egocentric place? It's another trap, you see. We want to manifest. Our manifestation, another word, is creating. We actually have the power to create every day, all the time. And that as we connect more to ourself, our soul being, that power of creating gets stronger and stronger, right? So the power of manifestation, when we are manifesting, when we are creating, when we really want to do it, we have to be in a space that we are including our body, mind, and soul. If we're just like, I'm on the couch watching TV and I'm like, yeah, like I'd love to manifest, world peace. Not much is gonna happen, all right? So we want to really bring all of ourselves, all of our awareness into one place in time and space, body, mind, and soul, and manifest or create from that place. So how do you bring your body, mind, and soul? Body, action, doing it, being totally present. Sit in a nice asana or whatsoever, be in your body, be present, doing it with your body. We can do visualization with our mind, bringing our mind into it, using sound, voice, frequency, our breath, prana, universal life energy, and bringing all of that through our heart space. We did the heart, we did the meditation that I shared about fear and anxiety. That's also connecting us to the heart space. When we do that type of meditation, bringing, the positive and negative, masculine and feminine energies within us, balancing and working through the heart, and bringing our manifestation after that, after we've gotten to that point, that 0 point, that creation point, we can really give power to our manifestations, to our dreams, to our creations. So we all know that, working with plants, if you speak negative to plants, if you don't give them love, they won't grow as well. If you give them love and speak beautifully to them, they will. Dr. Emoto's work on water is fascinating. If you haven't checked it out, please do. Dr. Emoto, where he proves, that as we speak to water or put water on certain photos or give water certain frequencies of sound, it reacts in a positive or a negative way. And you can actually see the structure of the molecules of water either be broken or in beautiful shapes, depending on the positive or negative energy that is given to it. We are mostly comprised out of water. So every time we're negatively speaking to ourselves or to others, or giving negative energy, or being in a negative environment, receiving negative frequencies, we react. And as we're walking through the matrix, there's negative frequency being emitted all over the place to keep us in a certain state. So we want to strengthen our light vehicle, our aura, strengthen our power, so that those frequencies, those things cannot cause any discomfort or keep us into a limited vision or limited understanding. So watch out for these traps, because there's so much information out there and they only bring you so far to keep you at a certain level, but not further. We can co-create this whole world. They don't want us to know that. We have been co-creating this whole world because we have all been thinking that we're in this paradigm. And this paradigm that many of us have been thinking and putting out documentaries, the world's going to come to an end. We're not going to have enough water, enough food. Within 20 years, fuel's going to finish and every species is going to die, and basically apocalypse, the end of the world. Now, as we are watching that, as we are receiving that, as we are talking about it and repeating those thoughts and words to others, we are giving power, because remember, manifestation is through sound, body, speaking, visualization, all of that. We're giving power to that future, to that timeline, to that possibility. We are then collectively creating that. We know if we believe, for the healers out there, we know if we believe that we are sick, and I tell myself every day that I'm so sick and I have cancer and I have this and that, I will be sick. And we also know that when people who are sick start to think that they're sick and start visualizing themselves and healing themselves, they get better. We also know that when doctors tell a certain person, oh, you have 3 months to live, and they really take that for real and they put that in their head, 3 months, so many people die 3 months to the day because they believed it and they took it in. And then you have cases of people that live 10 years after or years after the date the doctor has given, because they chose not to believe it. They chose not to fall into that trap. They chose not to put the energy into that power of manifestation. Many cases, there's lots of interesting studies out there. There's lots of interesting stuff out there. Do your homework and find your truths. You got to filter out. There's a lot of white noise out there, and we got to filter out the truths, right? So, where were we? Visualization. So stop feeding into the power of the negative. Stop feeding into the idea that the world is coming to an end. Stop feeding into it. There's so much on the news, on the television, the series, the programs, the movies, books, everything. There's a lot out there that is feeding us that negative vibration, those negative ideas, and we are feeding into it by giving it power, by listening, by talking about it, by looking at it, all of it. Luckily, there's a lot of us creating beautiful movies, beautiful work, poetry, songs out there who are doing the opposite. Nako Bear, listen to his music. He's talking about, the positive side of things. And that's where we want to put our energy into. We want to bring our mind, body, and soul, everything that we do, into a higher vibration, into a higher vibration of a future timeline. So how can we start co-creating the new world? Because we've always been co-creating this world by everything that we do, every moment, every breath, every time we're doing something that's feeding and manifesting and manifesting this matrix, we are co-creating this density, this world. So what I want to talk about, let's see, how do we start co-creating a new world? So find your outlet. What is your expression? Some of us have song, drawing, visualization, dance, art, poetry. We all have somewhere we creatively express, right? And we can use multiple of these. It'll all be different, or many of us have many different talents. But we can start by co-creating by singing a song and start visualizing this new world, this paradise, this new way of being, where we want to go forward to. A world that has abundance of food, of love, of friends, of tools, free food for everybody, clean, free water for everybody. The right education, free from fear, anxiety, pain, destruction, war. Imagine you're Eden. Imagine you're heaven on earth. That's what we're going to. So we can imagine it by creating a song about it, creating a drawing, draw it, write about it, visualize it, dance, art, poetry, everything. You can bring it into that frequency. Every day, whatever your practices, your meditations, for example, you can start visualizing and bringing that to power. Every time you meditate, every time you eat, take a moment and put some power to this new world. Right now, a lot of people are starting to do this. And the more people that are on board, the more we are co-creating this reality right now, this moment, and the future timeline that's coming closer to us. Your imagination is the limit. Imagination. Another trap. We have been taught and we have been told that our imagination is this, this thing, it's imagination. It's La La Land. It doesn't exist. It's, Peter Pan. It's all of that. It's another trap. It is, for those of you who have started, meditating and doing stuff like that, I'm sure you've all been there, like, oh, was that my imagination, or did that happen? Or when you've spoken to maybe some spirits or spirit guides or your guardians, was that me, or was I just making it up in my head? And as you practice more, you start to realize, no, that was, that spirit or this happening. So that's that trap of imagination. Because as long as everyone thinks it's just la imagination, they don't realize what powers we all have, of creating, right? So our imagination is the limit. Everything that we can imagine right now already exists. In this timeline and other timeline, parallel universes, it exists. Everything. Our imagination is the limit. The more we understand this, the more we let go of this idea of imagination and understand that there is so much power to it, and bringing our body, mind, and soul and working from the heart only, because only by working from the heart for the better good of everybody, those manifestations will stick. Everything else that isn't from the heart, that isn't from a high vibe, it'll crumble in the end. How many times do you need to manifest $1,000, and then what? Did it feed your soul? Not really. It's the same as me right now going out to work. I'm working 1,000, making my money $1,000 a week, and did it feed my soul? No. So suddenly these people who realize, oh, working isn't feeding my soul, I need to do something else. But now suddenly they're like, oh yeah, but manifesting it. That's right, that's from the soul. No, manifesting and working is the same thing. Doesn't matter how you got it, it was still limited. So let's start bringing our wishes, our thoughts, our manifestation for, how about these things? This is what for me personally, this is what I put my power to every day. Abundance of love, abundance of wisdom, abundance of tools, of food, of homes, of friends, of support for everybody, every being of this world, every being of the universe, every being of the multiverse. That's where I put my power to, for all of us. The more we all start to create in our own imagination, in our own way, in our own, creative visualization, the future we want to co-create together, we're doing that. So the more people who are doing this on a positive level, the more we are anchoring in this new timeline that is coming. And now I really want to share something really exciting. I've been getting a lot of premonitions, a lot of visions, beautiful, beautiful visions of this future timeline. I almost have one foot in this future timeline already. And it's magnificent. And all that I see is, I know, is just a speck of dust of what we are really creating already. So all of you who are already doing this, thank you. It's incredible. I was driving the other day and I started getting tears of joy, because I got a full-on visualization of all of us traveling around the world. We'll be working and traveling and sharing from the heart, not sharing from above, higher or lower, from the heart, the same space to people all around the world, in all places, in tribes, in the cities, in backcountry, all around the world. There'll be different people speaking to different types of people, and we'll be sharing the tools, the knowledge, the wisdom that has been given to us. Sharing that for free, of course. Sharing that for others so that they can improve their life, so that they can find their own power within, so that they can find their own truth within. We are only guiding them to their own truth. There are going to be certain teachers of leaders coming up for this new world for a very short period of time, because the world that we're creating is a world that does not need teachers or leaders. It's beautiful. Some of you, this might be like stretching your mind. How is that even possible? Well, I tell you that, well, what is coming, even things I've seen, it's just a slither. Like, our imagination is the limit. It's a slither. What I've been seeing is just a slither of what is possible. We're receiving and going to be receiving a lot of technology that has been suppressed, that has been hidden, and that will be gifted also to us from other beings that are working with us, that is going to help clean up this whole mess that we have made here. This whole synthetic plastic mess we've made here. And we're going to be able to share these tools, this knowledge with everybody. So much beautiful stuff is happening. So much beautiful stuff is evolving. So I'm just trying to share this with you, to encourage you, to put your power there. Yeah. Don't fall for the traps, guys. What else did I want to add? And in the new world, what the downloads I've been getting, the visions, the information I've been getting, is we will all be working together. Actually, all the information that's out there, it's been perfectly divided amongst us. We all have a different key to the whole, different pieces of information in the whole. So there are different generations. We'll be working with all the different generations, because each generation holds a different type of wisdom, holds a different type of understanding, and together we have all the abilities. Together we have all the wisdom. But if just one generation moves forward, or one race, or one color, or one tribe, or one manner of thinking moves forward, or one quality of people, of one archetype, makes the world go forward, it won't work. The only way this works is that all different types of people are coming together. Imagine the zodiac, the 12 archetypes. All 12 archetypes create the whole circle. You know, if we only were a bunch of Aquarians taking over the world and trying to share, we would be doing nothing. We'd just be having fun all the time. We wouldn't get any groundwork done. And, if a bunch of more fiery, if just Sagittarians were doing it, it wouldn't have a lot of maybe groundedness, and they'll be traveling all over the world, but nothing is manifesting in one place specifically. So we need all people, all types, all shapes, all sizes, all abilities on board, and together, and only together, we're going to create this. The cards have been beautifully dealt, beautifully orchestrated this way. But the only way forward is together. So much more to come on this type of information. I'm really excited receiving permission and to start sharing all of this. Exciting times. I know that it may not feel like it right now. We may be really, really tired and still hurting and still going through our own stuff and releasing, and it's all part of it. It's the darkness before the light, clearing the canvas. Okay? Lots of love to you all, and I will see you soon.